Today I'm doing a bit of an Amazon haul. Hey guys, welcome back. So today I'm doing a bit of an Amazon haul. I bought a bunch of stuff for this quarantine season, but also just for life in general. A few self-care things, a few holistic health-based things, and I thought I'd just share because I get quite a lot of questions in my Instagram DMs about what I'm using and what I'm buying. Obviously, normal disclosure, this is not me like saying that you have to get these things. I'm obviously not a doctor, not a medical practitioner. It's what I'm experimenting with or what's already working for me, and I just hope you find it really helpful and useful. But before we get into it, if you enjoy this video or any of the other videos on my channel, please make sure you subscribe, number one, but you also share it with friends. So quick background, let's just take a step back. Why am I even shopping for like healthy, holistic-y, self-care-y type things? And it's a long story, which I'll probably go into in another video. But basically, about 2 years ago, summer 2018, I started practicing veganism or plant-based diet for the first time ever. And I was one of those people who was like I do not rate vegans. I don't want to be vegan. I'm going to be eating meat for life kind of person. So I was like the last person in my mind who would ever do this. But I'll go into the details in another video. Anyway, on that journey, my why for being plant-based wasn't about kind of the external factors, even though it's amazing for animals, obviously, and the environment. It was more for my body, what I wanted to achieve, what I felt were my ailments or the things that my body was strong in. And if you're doing that research around like different foods and different things that work for you, you naturally start to fall into the holistic health sphere. So it was beyond just food, it was also about how I'm living my life. And obviously since 2015, I've kept a blog or a newsletter, I've written a book, and my whole passion is living well, really. And I don't mean that in like a fluffy, like, oh, wellness, like I'm gonna take a bubble bath every day of my life type way. Although if you wanna do that, like, do you? For me, it's more about how do I bring myself and my mind and my soul into a position that equips me for the life that I believe I'm destined to live. So that's kind of the background. This is part one of a two-part video. So in front of me, I don't know if you can see them, but I've literally got like a bunch of Amazon parcels and ones that I can't pick up. So I'm gonna literally go through them like one by one. I also got two outfits or like two bits of clothing sent to me. So I wanted to just talk about the brands really more than the clothes actually. And I'll do that in part two of this video, so stay tuned. That will come out like, I don't know, a day or two after this one. So yeah, let's get into it. We're gonna start with this package. So first thing I got was this Healing Calendula Face and Body Balm. And basically the value of calendula is that it's great for irritated skin and psoriasis and all those types of things. So one thing that I've struggled with, and I've talked about it on my blog, is eczema and dry skin. It's chronic and it's genetic, but it's also aggravated by the dry, cold weather in the UK. So calendula has been incredible. So first of all, I heard about this herb or this plant from my hair coach, and she was the first one that told me about this, and this is great for like skin all over your body really. So I'm excited to try this. It smells planty, it smells natural, but I was really sold by the ingredients. The lead ingredients are shea butter, coconut oil. I'm not really a fan of coconut oil, to be honest, because for me, it dries my skin and my hair out. So I know that's like the coconut oil is like the holy grail of social media, but for me, I actually didn't like it. So let's see how this actually goes. Beeswax, which I've heard is really good for moisturizing and antiseptic qualities. Sunflower seed oil, rosehip oil, again, another really good one. Jojoba oil. And then botanical extracts of neem oil, lavender, burdock. Burdock's really good for inflammation and just for people with eczema in general. Lavender, of course, is very calming. And chamomile, again, calming. Chickweed, I've not heard of that. Comfrey, and then vitamin E, which is like incredible. So I'm quite excited about this, except for the coconut oil, which is the second largest ingredient. So it might be quite coconutty, although it doesn't smell like it. I'm excited about this. I feel like it could be done well, and it's from Layla London, so I think it's just like a really natural brand. I think this costs £9. So let's see. How am I gonna use this? I'm not quite sure, probably on my face, maybe on my hair during wash day, and then any like particularly dry areas of the body, but let's see. So that's done, that's number one. Okay, so number two, it's like Christmas. Oh, this is exciting. So I've got gochujang. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but basically it's the like the Korean pepper paste that is used for making kimchi. So why is this in my haul of like skincare-y stuff as well? Because basically kimchi is a fermented food, and just like kombucha, which I'm sure you'll hear much about on my channel, fermented foods are really good for the gut, and the gut health is what drives a lot of our overall health. And we overlook it a lot. We just kind of like chuck stuff in our mouth and like, you know, ignore it. But actually I really am passionate about like cultivating a good ecosystem in my tummy. So I love kimchi in general, so I thought, why didn't I try and make some in this quarantine time? And this is one of the core ingredients. So yeah, so that's that. The other thing in here, oh, there's quite a few things in here, how exciting. Natural vitamin E oil, and this is from Naissance, which means in French like birth, I think. Yeah, it means birth. And again, like Amazon, try to keep it on the cheapest side, probably like £7 or something. And I don't think you have to use this on its own. I would probably mix it into my current oil mixes. So I mix black seed oil, jojoba oil, shea oil, and then with a couple of essential oils, including like tea tree, eucalyptus, peppermint. There are some others in there that I can't remember, but I can go into more detail like at a later date. So vitamin E oil from Naissance. What else have we got in here? The struggle is the fight to open this. You would think that I've ordered a lump of gold, so just how difficult it is to open it up. Oh, I'm actually crying. Okay, cool. So I got some folic acid, which is great for a variety of things, including women's health, but a bunch of other stuff. So I thought I might as well stock up on that. I first saw this from one of my friends who used it, and I kind of went from there. So folic acid is another one on my list. Right, next parcel. These things are so tightly wrapped. Oh, burdock root. So I got some more burdock root. This is a re-up. I drop burdock root into my smoothies, sometimes into food, and it's just great for, again, healing, anti-inflammatory. And I learned this from Joanne RH, and she also has a YouTube channel, so I will tag it below. But she also talks a lot about her eczema journey and how to reduce inflammation in the body in general. Inflammation isn't just about eczema, it causes a lot of other symptoms that we physically see. And while creams and stuff are great, I also want to heal from the inside at the same time. So that's kind of the logic there. Okay, next one. Oh, I'm excited. So I got more calendula oil, which is basically marigold. So I wanted actually the pure version, and it's from Fushi, which is like a London brand, but is really pure in terms of how they distill their oils, how they store them, how they send them out. You may have noticed that a lot of these are in dark bottles, and that's because it keeps the integrity of the oil actually in the bottle. That's very technical, but yeah. So again, like more of this, and they are saying use 1 to 5 ml 3 times a day in water or juice. Yeah, there's many ways to take this, and I'm excited. This is 100 ml. This is a good amount, and I think this was £12. I've bought other ones before that I'm sure aren't going to be this good quality, that were not this big. So I'm quite actually impressed and excited about this fresh tincture, as they call it. Okay, these boxes were a lot bigger than what the things are. So I feel like what is in here is nothing to do with food. I'm pretty sure I remember what this is, but let's see. But I'm also taking self-care to another level. I have got a new foot spa set. I haven't had a proper foot spa in ages, but obviously none of us can go to the like beauty salon, so got to take some of it home. So I've got a foot spa to kind of give my feet some love, especially because it's cold. So I thought I'd give Revlon a go, because obviously it's like a reputable brand. So let's see. I will let you know. Like, obviously this I've not used before, so I'm not saying you should definitely buy this, but who knows? I think it should be pretty good. I'm quite good at picking stuff on Amazon. I feel like I can tell what's good, and I'm rarely disappointed, and I also read reviews quite thoroughly. Cool. So last box does what it says on the tin. Booch and Brew kombucha. This is super exciting. If you followed me on Instagram, which by this point you should be, because I said follow me on Instagram probably 3 times. If you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen over the last few months, I started to get a bit upset actually about kombucha, because I was like, kombucha's really expensive and I don't have time to pay £5 for 1 drop of kombucha when I go to like a cafe in London, right? So I started making my own. And then that was a bit long. I will still do it though, but it was a bit long. So I thought, actually, can't I order on Amazon? So I have ordered 12 bottles of kombucha for about £27. So that's just over £2 a bottle, so it's not bad. And they're quite big, they're 300ml, and they're really cute, like in the design. So, yeah, let's see if these are good. So the flavors are fairy wings. Not quite sure what that actually means. It's a unique blend of sencha, chunmi, and red juicy fruit. So it's basically like a green tea mixed with red fruit. That sounds really, really nice actually. Then there's also ginger and lemon, standard kombucha combo. And then there's also yuzu lemonade. So I guess yuzu is Japanese, I think. I've never tried this brand, but it was like a bestseller on Amazon and stuff, so I thought, why not give it a go? And actually, the other stuff that was in bulk, I didn't like the brands that they had in bulk. I've had them before in shops and stuff, and those other ones are cheap for a reason, so I didn't really like them. So let's give this one a taste. Why do I drink kombucha? I'll go into it probably in another video, but remember what I said about kimchi and good bacteria and fermented foods in your stomach? That's exactly what this is about, and I feel like it improves my digestion as well. So if you're reading this and you're thinking, like, is this scientifically correct? I would really advise you to research it, because I am not a medic, but what I am is I'm an intuitive eater, and I'm really clear on how things make me feel. I listen to my body a lot, and on this plant-based journey, I've listened to my body even more, so I'm quite confident in how this works. So let's see what it tastes like. This is really yummy. I'm suspicious. Kombucha isn't disgusting, but this is really good. Okay, so that's kind of it in terms of the things that I got, but I think there's an opportunity to do a bit more chat about like the vitamins and the oils that I love to use and experiment with, so I will do that in another video. So great, so that's what this Amazon haul came to. I think altogether this was about £100 or so it wasn't terrible. And also these things last a while. I know these bottles all look like pretty small, but actually this is 100 tablets. If you take 1 tablet a day, which is what you're supposed to do, that's 3 months. So it's actually quite affordable. And same with these, like these last long. You're supposed to mix them with your other cheaper carrier oils. So actually you should save some money. It shouldn't be too bad. So that's it for this initial Amazon haul. Let me know what you thought. Have you ever used any of these products before? I'd love to hear your thoughts as always. Stay tuned for part 2 where I try on some new clothes that I got from some pretty amazing brands that are doing pretty amazing things.